Capricorns, what's going on with you guys? Hopefully everybody's good. My name is Michael for those of you that are new. We're going to be pulling 12 cards for the Capricorns. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below as always. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Here we go. Spirit, what do we have for the Capricorns? First one we have for you guys is that which cleanses and removes bad luck. A symbol for good fortune and sanctity. It encourages regular requests for good or means from God. So you guys could be requesting things, preferably things that remove good luck. Anything that's like kind of like an energy frequency. Like you guys wish to kind of be on the right energy. So maybe you could be praying and could request for these type of things. Maybe you could request to avoid situations. Or at least if you get into situations, ask for guidance to be able to, deal with them correctly, right? You can be in this type of energy, Capricorns. What else do we have for the Capricorns? We have God's tree or altar. So we have a sacred spot where rituals are performed. Erected in front of the house or compound, it is crafted from a tree that has been cut where 3 or more branches come together, right? So bringing you and spirituality together. If you have a past of a relative that you would like to connect with, create them an altar, create them some sort of, if you guys want to watch like Coco or Color, I one of those two, I believe it's Coco though, I'm not sure, but one of them, I think it's Color, it could be, I don't know, it's just check it out on Google, but they have a perfect explanation for what it is, and it's a perfect visual. It's basically just to acknowledge your ancestors or anybody that's passed over before you, even a close relative. It doesn't even have to be grandma or grandpa, it could be like a cousin or something like that, and you want to close to them, get more close to them, like put up like a picture, maybe in like a certain place, and maybe put some candles and stuff like that. Maybe they have a favorite food, maybe you can offer them a favorite food and things of that nature, just kind of connecting to them more. So this could be an energy for the Capricorns, guys, connecting using altars. We have wooden comb. The symbol represents the quality of femininity, right? So having that quality, maybe you guys are self-caring, maybe, so if this was for the females, right? If you guys are female, you guys are learning to put a lot more self-care into your day. If for the masculines, you guys are potentially looking for someone that puts self-care. This could also be for you as well, because you typically, well, I know I have long hair, right? So you could be in a situation where you're learning to put self-care in yours as well. We guys are all learning as a union, you know what I mean? We're all learning. The Capricorns are all learning to, you could be all signs too. This could go for all signs, but specifically Capricorns right now. The Capricorns could be learning to get into the quality or self-care, you know what I mean? Putting that quality time into self-caring, right? All right, what else for the Capricorns? All right, we have here wisdom nut. Symbolize wisdom, intelligence, and ingenuity. A wise person has the capacity to choose the best means to obtain a goal, right? So you're choosing the best means, you're choosing the best outcome, or you're choosing the best situations or the best decisions to bring out the best outcome, whatever that could be, right? But you're learning to kind of think before you act type of thing. You're in this energy of using maybe your resources, maybe your past knowledge that you have obtained for this week or a month or years of experience, and each and every decision you make, you're trying to think about it rationally as well as, spiritually, because you're thinking of the great outcomes as well as you're being practical and how you can see. With me, I like to say, okay, look, I want to do something, I want to do a task. I would be practical as far as like setting alarms and making a schedule and a routine so that way I can be on point. But I also be spiritually by saying, I believe these things can happen if I just apply it. Sometimes we get into an energy of, we feel like it's not possible because, or maybe get an energy of feeling like, oh, everybody's doing it, so it's not possible. You feel like you're going to be overshadowed. So that's why I try to bring into the affirmation part of my life and say, look, I can have it will happen. So just being spiritual and being practical at the same time. So that's just my example for you guys. You could be in the energy of feeling like I'm gonna use any resource that I've obtained in my life to make decisions. You know what I mean? So hopefully this makes sense to you guys. But that's typically what wise people will typically do. And you guys all could be wise. You don't have to have a special degree or nothing to be considered wise. Like you're just using anything that you've learned in your past lifetime, or anything you learned yesterday up to today to use in your day-to-day basis, right? We have conjoined crocodiles. The conjoined crocodiles share a single stomach and yet fight over food. This could be a point of, I don't want to say greed, right? It just gets, just be very mindful on like energies that they might not pitch in, or you guys might not work together, right? If you guys are in this situation to where it's like you're conjoining energies with someone, or you're on a conjoined adventure or something like that, and maybe you guys are not seeing eye to eye. Just be very mindful. But it's coming under the removes bad luck, so you could be removing yourself from people that don't necessarily pitch into certain ideas or things like that. I don't know if you guys are certain people that you like to probably help out people, whatever the case is, or maybe you've been overstepping your boundaries with helping. I don't know. But this for me is an energy of like y'all working together, but one of the parties, either you've been lacking, or they've been lacking. One of them has been feeding too much over the other, and then you guys bring food to the plate. Food could be just it could just be anything, right? It doesn't necessarily mean exact food, but you just bring it to the table and it just doesn't seem to get distributed equally, right? So just think of it something like that, something along the lines of that, right? I've kept what I've heard. Signifies the act of hearing, understanding, and taking into consideration what someone has said. You could be just picking up energies. Like you could just be really just in this energy where you just want to learn, you just want to grow, you just want to develop. And you are pretty much just taking any type of information and knowing how to use it. I feel like all information is valid if you know what you're doing with it and you know how to use it. Most information I heard right now is valid and you could go ahead and just apply it. You have to be using discernment of it, of course, but for the most part, a lot of things are universal. But let's see what else. We have Spider's Web, a symbol of wisdom, creativity, and the complexities of life. Ennis is a well-known character in West African folklore. He is described as the messenger of the supreme being. He also bears the title of chief prankster. So a symbol of wisdom, creativity, and complexities of life, right? Maybe you're connecting things. Spider's Web, you're possibly connecting things, allowing you to be more creative, whatever journeys that you're on. We have love does not miss his way home. Those led by love will never lose their way. If you guys are really in the energy of trying to find yourselves or trying to find the careers that you desire, most likely you're gonna find it if you go with your heart and not with your mind. Most likely, I mean, if you can go with your mind. And, okay, like me, right? I read cards kind of differently. Well, not differently from everybody because everybody reads different. But I kind of try to just do my own little thing and don't try to too much focus on what other people are doing or whatever. Because I feel like, if I leave my heart and, like, even with the way I edit the videos or whatever, if I leave with my heart and do how I would desire to do it, then I will attract the energies that I desire, right? If I do it how someone else does it, I might not enjoy the company or the whatever credit, or how can I put this? I might enjoy whatever it comes with. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to leave my heart, and that could be something y'all potentially doing. You guys are in this energy of deciding to leave your heart, because if you lead with your heart, you most likely are not gonna miss it, right? All right. Oh, sorry, I just came off for you guys. So we have two councils of state, a symbol of democracy, sharing ideas, and taking counsel. So you guys just learn to just interact with each other and share ideas. Or if you guys are communicating with people, you're just learning to kind of just hear them out, right? Even if you don't 100% agree with somebody, don't let the egotistic mentality to stop you from taking lessons in. Even if you don't 100% agree with somebody, it's something for everybody to take from, right? Whether we think so or not, it's great to go through life with an optimistic and open mentality, because now you don't have to agree with everything. You don't have to apply everything you heard or see or involve yourself with, or get that you get yourself involved. See how I can't talk, but I'm still gonna go. I don't see one thing about me. I'm not gonna sit there. I'm gonna keep going regardless if I'm getting tongue twisted or not. So I'm gonna keep it trying to express myself. So when it comes down to it, even if you see someone on TV or whatever the case is, you might not agree with it, but it don't mean that you should just, like throw the heel individual way, because something within that thing that you might have witnessed might or might not be something you could use, right? So just try your best, because it could be like a family member that might have said something or whatever like 20 years ago, and you just didn't agree with them from there, you know. And I would say just try your best not to go with that mentality, because that can feed into other things. Like it could feed into like you trying new foods. Maybe you don't want to try new foods because you might have got hopefully this doesn't happen to you guys, but I have to express myself. I can't physically show y'all what I'm talking about, so I have to use words. Y'all might experience food poisoning at a restaurant. Now you don't ever want to eat out again. That something like that can actually feed into other energies. You see what I'm saying? So using your past situations to determine if you listen to an individual or if you hear them out or whatever the case is, you don't have to give them the time of the day. But if you guys just happen to have a conversation, if they say something, if it's valid, it's valid. Regardless if they said it or not, if you weigh the options and you're like, yo, this is actually making sense. You don't have to say to yourself, oh, I'm not going to use it because so-and-so said it. You could go ahead and just, take that advice as a gift from the higher power. Like, who knows, But that's just how I think of it. Okay, we have another one. A snake that is climbing a refer tree. Because of the thorns, the refer tree is a dangerous challenge to the snake. Their ability to climb the tree is a model of persistence and endurance. Right? So perseverance, going through things, all of that good stuff. You're just learning to continue that process, continue this journey that you're on. I would say I can tell you guys a million things, but whatever it is that you do in your day, whatever it is that you're trying to keep up on, whether it's maintaining your job or maintaining your schooling or maintaining your career or whatever the case is, this is just an energy you're stepping in to just fight through it. Sometimes I make videos where they're like, you know what I mean, they're like this, but then it's like, I'm not perfect. I'm a human. Like, I'm not a robot. I'm not going to try to be. I'm not going to attempt to be, nothing like that. So I might as well just keep going, So you can be in that energy as well. Try not to overthink things, too. Something told me to tell y'all that. We have heart. The healing is a universal symbol. The heart is a universal symbol representing love in all its forms. So you can be leading with heart. You can be leading with love. I know the world's cruel. I get it. You feel me? You guys got to be very mindful and, who to help, who to assist. I understand that. If we're talking about personal growth and personal development, that's specifically what this channel is for. This channel is not, I'm not on here to tell y'all how to make money, how to do anything like that. I'm just here to reevaluate your thinking a little bit, to show you guys, to help convince you guys that, hey, listen, you're going through things, we can all heal together type of thing. That's why it's in the description. So I want you guys to think like this, or you don't have to. It's up to you. But me personally, I've seen that life is wonderful if you think this way. I've talked to people about this type of conversations in real time, and they've pretty much just shut it down because they probably felt like it's like it's not possible to be happy, or it's like it's not possible to think differently. It's not possible. You have to have a certain degree. You have to have a certain amount of money to do whatever you. Which in reality, that's not true, right? I mean, things can happen for us, and once we learn to be grateful and to take a step back and actually show gratitude to what we're accomplishing, and be willing to wait for it. Like, it might take 10 years, but be willing to wait for it, and things can happen. Magical things can take place. It's up to us. Sometimes we get so impatient that we mess up our blessings. Life is not a racing, like they say, So take your time. We have independence from the expression. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Independence comes with hard work. So it's gonna take a little time for you guys to be fully independent. I don't know. And here's another thing. Even if you go the route of making your own business or starting your own journey, where basically just doing anything where you don't have an overhead, whereas you don't have somebody breathing on your neck every 2 seconds. And while that seems like a luxury, not to have a manager or whatever the case is, it's still the same situation. Like, you still have to now replace that responsible person. Like, say you have a manager at work or whatever the case is, and they're always telling you, hey, they say, hey, they're saying, hey, you gotta, well, they're like, whoa, you gotta do this, or whatever, right? And you leave, and then you start doing your own thing, whatever that might be. I don't know, right? Now you gotta take control. Now you gotta take responsibility. And now you gotta really keep up on it. Like, you really gotta make your own little situation, your own schedule, your own routine, and things like that. You gotta keep up on it. So hopefully these messages helped you guys in any way, shape, or form. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do. Assist you guys in any way that I can. Let me know in the comment section below if it did. If it didn't, don't worry about it too much. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your time. That's the biggest thing that y'all can provide, and I will see you guys on the next video. Stay safe, stay up, and have a good day. See y'all soon.